Hello, everybody, and welcome back to more Rising Phoenix Racing League. Today we are at Canada for round 6. Oh, let me mute my. There. Today we're at Canada for round 6 of Season 4, and unfortunately, a pretty low driver turnout today, only 14 at the moment, but there might be a couple more coming in, so we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, let's see what's going to happen today. Hello, Luke. Hello. Alright, so yeah, I think we're waiting for another couple drivers to come in. Alright, I think we're getting ready to go. Alright, so let's see what the weather's like in qualifying. Alright, just waiting for Jizzy here. Connection. And here we go. Alright, and it is sunny for quali. So let's see who the first one out is. Oh, I believe Jay is coming out. Jay is currently the only one, I believe, because his gear's set to 1. So, yeah, and there he goes. And he is on the softs. Yeah. Alright, so a few drivers going hard. Button, Slater, and Jack. Jay Prentice also opting to go to the hards. So yeah, as Jig is obviously the first one out, we're going to follow with him for his actual lap. Alright, here he goes. ERS went up to 5, or 4, whatever you prefer. Some people say 4 is faster than 5, so they're both pretty much max power. Ooh, as Jay and Flex Marcel almost come together at turn 2. Coming out of the hairpin now, onto the back straight. And into the final chicane. Pretty good. And up to the line, it's going to be a 110.197 for the first set lap. I believe next will be, not sure actually. Oh, it'll be Racing Maestro. Oh no, Big Slater. Big Slater up to the line, a 110.2 on the hards, and a 108.6 on the softs for Legend, and a 108.8 on the softs for Black Phoenix. Ooh, as a Shea I believe invalidated his lap at the Wall of Champions, because not only was that lap invalid, but the in lap will be as well. Yeah, it's very tricky to get that right. Just a little bit too much to the left or to the right, and you can get invalidated. A 110.6 for Buttons back on the hards. Racing Maestro with an invalid lap, but it would have been enough for P3 if it was valid. Here we have Anton Bennett, or Bennett. Here we go, into the final chicane, very fast, bouncing over the curbs, up to the line. It is P3, 108.935. Let's see, Flex Marcel is on another attempt here, just behind Jay Prentice, who is on an in lap. Oh, invalidation for Flex Marcel there. A little bit too much over the curb. And Jay Prentice gets back past. And now we have Gamez on an outlap, so we'll follow with him. Or Racing Maestro actually, as he's on his third attempt here on the same set of soft tires. purple second sector for Racing Maestro. DRS open down the back straight. And flying into the chicane. Pretty good. And up to the line, it's going to be a 109.8. So that's P4. Albeit on very worn softs at this point, probably. It's going to be quite tricky to keep those in check during the first stint in the race for him. As Gamez here coming through the hairpin. Closely following, I believe that is Jay Prentice, who is on an invalid lap. So he lets him through, gives him the slipstream and lets him through. Now Gamez on the mediums here, the only driver to go onto that tire. And it's going to be a 109.9. So that is P5 on the mediums. So that's quite a good effort. Pretty good. Let's see, we have Jack following Jizzy here. Jizzy gets out of the way. Into the final chicane. And this lap is going to be a 110.4 on the hards. So that's P9. So we have Jizzy trying to navigate around Jack, who just finished his lap. Hopefully that incident didn't cost him too much at all. But Jizzy currently without a time set in P13. On the softs, obviously looking to be in the top 5 most likely. Purple second sector for the Haas. Into the final chicane. And pushing 109.2. So it's P4 for Jizzy. Legend cannot improve on his time. Oh, well, maybe that wasn't an actual attempt. Maybe that was just a that was a failed first lap, so he's going for another one. Black Phoenix has been validated. Jizzy's on an in lap. Jay is 3/10 up on his time in the second sector, so he could potentially get up 4 positions here, or 3 positions if he gets this right. Pretty good. And up to the line, this should be P5, I'd say. Yep, P5. 109.821. As of Slater, who's just on the cusp of his time here, of his best lap time. Let's see if he can improve into the final chicane. Ooh, that's very, very, very fast. And up to the line, it is a 110.1. That is a 10th quicker. And that moves him up by 1 position from P10 to P9. And Legend, a 108.3. 3/10 quicker than his previous best. Very, very, very quick on those 2-lap-old softs at this point. So we have Anton here starting a lap. And here we go. It's a 108.7, so nearly 2/10 quicker, and nearly 2/10 quicker than his last best, and that puts him up into P2. As here we follow Gemez. Currently 84 milliseconds up. Flying through the final chicane, up to the line. It is a 109.5, so 4/10 up, and puts him up from P7 to P5. So very good effort on the mediums there. As Legend here is coming out on his final outlap, I believe. Ooh, as Bun improves by 3/10. Or, no. He's starting his lap, actually. I don't know why the screen said that. Ooh, but invalidated at turn 4. So that unfortunately is his lap ruined on the mediums. As here we have Jack. Let's see what his second sector time is. 7/10 up and a second sector purple. So it's looking very good for him. Previously on the hards, now on the softs. And here he comes. It's a 109.3 to put him up 6 positions into P5. As Shay T goes P6. As Anton's coming out of the pits for his final lap. As Legend is absolutely flying here. Half a tenth up on his previous best. Wide at the hairpin though. We'll see if he can recover from that in the final chicane. Oh, and he's backing off. Yeah, he's backed off of it. 8/10 down at the line. As Gammas retires. As Jack and Shay T both come into the pits to, I think, end their sessions. I don't think they'll have enough time to come back out. Well, they might actually, for one more run. As let's ride on board with Racing Maestro for a lap. And that's P7 for Racing Maestro. 4.5 tenths up. As Shay T retires, Anton's on an in lap. Legend has invalidated his lap. Or maybe that's the in lap. Flex Marcel has an invalidated lap. But probably will be going again. As both McLarens are pretty close to each other, doing their laps. Oh, and as Racing Maestro retires as well. As Legend has retired as well. And it is P1, pole position for Black Phoenix on the softs, a 108.1 as Jizzy retires in P4. And I believe the last one to set a lap will be... Oh, I'm not sure what Jay's doing at the moment. But Racing Master has retired. Yeah, Big Slater letting them through. I believe the only car left on a lap is Jay Prentice and Jack King. Jack currently 2.5 tenths up. So that would put him into P5 if he could complete the lap on this pace. Here he comes. It is P6. Oh, no, P5. Sorry. Wrong screen. Yeah, P5, 108.9. Pretty close to Flex Marcel in P4, actually, as well. As Jay Prentice goes P10. But Black Phoenix is on pole. So here's your qualifying. The top 9 all using softs. Jay on the softs. Jay Prentice and Gamez on the mediums, and then the last two, Big Slater and Bansbach, on the hards. But still, considering they're on the hards, it's still a very good time though. So no one was really slow today at all. So let's see what happens in the race. Alright, and it is a sunny race as well, so most likely no rain, unless something drastic changes. And here we go for the formation lap. Alright, so the run down into turn 1 here isn't too long. So unless Black Phoenix gets a really bad start, or anyone gets a bad start, it's unlikely that there'll be many passes. But you never know what could happen. So we'll just have to wait and see. Alright, so currently we have soft, 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 medium, soft, soft, medium, or hard, medium. So button has changed from the hard tire that he qualified on into the mediums, and that they will be fresh mediums as well. So that is an advantage. That's well, I mean, everyone out of the top 10 will have fresh tires actually. So um, it is advantage to them in terms of the tire wear war. But we will find out and see. Here we go. Clear track in front of Black Phoenix and the Legend. 1 light, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lights out, and away we go for the Canadian Grand Prix. Good stuff from Black Phoenix. Everyone seems to be orderly at the back. Jack up a spot. Marcel down 1. Bun up 2 spots at the start. Overall, a pretty good start, pretty clean from everybody. Black Phoenix with the fastest lap. Oh, overtake possibly. That is Jay Prentice on Bazooka Joe. As Legend is pretty close to Black Phoenix here at the front. Let's see once DRS opens what will happen. Legend with the fastest lap this time, so he's definitely closing in on Phoenix. He's right there. Oh, Gamma's having a look at Racing Maestro. but he backed out of it. As here we go with the DRS Legend on Black Phoenix. 6 miles an hour difference, but unfortunately not enough. Well, unfortunately for Legend at least, it's not enough to close in to overtake. As Flex Marcel is a penalty. Oh, and there's a crash. There's been a crash. Jay Prentice is out of the race, and there's a safety car. Safety car on lap 4 here. So now I wonder what's going to happen with the soft runners, if they're going to come in, or I mean, can they stretch out 2 mediums that far, or can they stretch out a hard set that far? I'm not sure. But we have a safety car after Jay Prentice has retired by the World Champions. Ooh, and Racing Maestro has no front wing either. Ooh. So, obviously an incident between Maestro and Jay Prentice there at on the last lap. So Maestro's gonna have to come in and let's see what he can do to recover his race now. As let's see, the lot of cars are coming in. Maestro comes in, of course. Ooh, front wing damage to Button, as JJ has a penalty for collision with Button coming into the pits. So now Jay has a penalty and Button has wing damage. Maestro gets a new wing as well. And now Shay T. Oh, and Black Phoenix came in as well. So the former leader is now, well, I guess still effectively the leader, but he's currently running P5 because he did make a pit stop. So once everyone else has to pit, I believe he will be leading again if everything goes his way. All right. Alright, so safety car should be in at the end of next lap. So let's see. Best race so far is Big Slater up 11, and on the hards, Shay T on the softs up 6, and the worst races so far have been Black Phoenix, but well that's because he pit, and other people didn't. Racing Maestro, he had damage after a collision and had to pit, and lost a lot of time in the pits, and then Jay Prentice, who retired from the race on lap 3, end of lap 3. But yeah, Big Slater right now is in quite a good position. He'll be hoping, obviously, to hold up cars behind. So when he does pit, he won't lose as much time as what he would have if the cars passed him and then built up a gap. Alright, so safety car is in this lap. So now let's see what Shady does. And alright, and here he goes. A little bit of oversteer on the restart there for Shady. Black Phoenix getting past Anton right at the start, but then has to give the position back, I believe. But yeah, once again, a pretty orderly start. Oh, Legend trying to pressurize Big Slater here. Little bit of bumping. Very slight tapping there. As here goes Legend. Up the inside of Big Slater. Oh, they touch. Now Legend loses the spot to Anton. And to Black Phoenix. Anton and Slater side by side. And Black Phoenix and Legend side by side. Into the hairpin. Now DRS is not active yet, I don't believe. But Anton really trying to get that slipstream off of Big Slater. Big Slater on the hards, obviously being the person who everyone wants to get past. Side by side into the Wall of Champions chicane. Anton gets a penalty for cutting the track. So does Button. Ooh, a little tap of the wall there by Jack. Because here we go, Anton versus Black Phoenix. Ooh, as Jay and Racing Maestro side by side here. Ooh, Anton. Ooh, a little bit too late on the braking. Taps Legend. Was Bazooka Joe has made a little bit of a mistake, and Buttons has got past. Now here we go. Black Phoenix is past Big Slater now. Oh, Legend's gotten a little bit out of shape there, out of the final chicane. But Anton doesn't have enough ERS to get past. As Jay is into the pits. Ooh, as Jizzy goes a little bit too wide at turn 1. Goes onto the grass and loses the position to Jack. As now Legend is chasing Big Slater. Ooh, Slater goes deep. Legend cuts inside. Ooh, they're touching. Touching again. Big Slater's back passed. Now, they both have DRS. Very close to each other here. Into the final chicane they go. Big Slater keeps the position. Ooh, Anton taps the back of Legend. And now Jack King passes him. Button pits. Gamez gets a penalty for multiple corner cutting warnings. Black Phoenix is pulling away from Legend here. 2 seconds at the moment. He's well out of DRS range. And no one is close enough to make a move this lap. Oh, little tap of the wall by Anton. I don't think he has any damage though. Oh, he does actually, I think, on his right side. Yes, he is carrying damage. Ooh, Flux Marcel getting very close to Jizzy. Oh, some carbon fiber flying off there. A little bit of front wing and a little tap in the battle for P6. And here we go, Jack on Slater. With Anton right there as well. Side by side into the final chicane. Jack has to cut it. Flex Marcel gets a penalty. And I'm pretty sure Slater would be wanting him to give that position back. As Jizzy does have damage as Anton pits. And Jizzy's battling with Marcel. Around the outside goes Marcel. Jizzy passed him, but then Marcel passed right back. But now more DRS. It was Jizzy goes wide, and now he's under pressure from Button and Gamez. With Bazooka Joe there too. Ooh, a touch. Oh! Couple little bumps there. And a little bit of a spin from Button. And now Button is carrying damage, I believe, on his left side. Yes, he is. As it's 3 wide into the chicane, Button pits. And Bazooka Joe gets a really bad run out of the final chicane and is overtaken by Gamez and almost by Racing Maestro as well. So Gamez gets past Bazooka. Ooh, as Racing Maestro comes in to the pits, probably going on to the hards, I would assume, to the end of the race. Yep, fresh set of hards. As Anton sets the fastest lap. And as Racing Maestro comes out just in between the battle between Jay and Button. And here we go. Marcel on Slater. Slater's hards starting to wear quite a bit, I would assume. But so would the mediums be at this point. You go Jizzy on Gamez as well. But Gamez, I believe, just got past Jizzy, which is why he has DRS again. On lap 16 of 35 here, so we're almost halfway through. And Black Phoenix is leading semi-comfortably from Legend, then quite a big gap back to Jack. But the battle for P4 is very much on here. Both Slater and Marcel with under 20% ERS. So we got Maestro on Button. It's pretty close. Here we go, DRS once again. So 10 miles an hour faster is the racing point compared to the Ralpha at that, on that straight. Oh, as Legend pits, probably onto the hards again, or as well as Ban and Racing Maestro. Ooh, a penalty for Maestro, 3 seconds for hopping that curb there. Ooh, as I believe Big Slater has just made a mistake and Marcel is passed. Now Marcel's going to have DRS as well, so Marcel will be truly ahead. Ooh, a penalty for Slater as he cuts the curb there. As Jizzy pits. And now Maestro is pretty close to the back of Button. Gaining very slightly, but not enough. Ooh, he has a better run out of the final chicane, but taps Button while trying to get on the power. As Button is now going for a move on Jay. Ooh, quite a big hit there. As Jizzy's coming out of the pits. No damage to either of the cars there, thankfully. Ooh, Jay going right to the inside there, side by side. Oh, Jay is out of, or Jay has smashed into the wall, has spun, hit the wall. No damage though, thankfully. I don't think so, at least. Yeah, no damage at all. But he's way out of it now. It's gonna take a lot for him to come back into this battle. He's gonna have to gain 13 seconds. As Button also got a little bit out of shape there during that side-by-side moment and had to go on to the runoff area. And now Maestro is pressurizing him into turn 1. Maestro goes a little bit deep and Button gets the position back. Let's see what's happening up here. Battle for P4, Anton versus Legend. Under a second. Now let's see Button versus Maestro again with the DRS from or for the Alpha plus the max ERS mode equals a probable overtake. And he is... Oh, he has to go wide though. Ooh, and Button has to slide on a little bit to avoid crashing into the back of him. But Maestro is passed. As now Flex is closing in on Jack for P5. Oh, he thinks about it, but then thinks twice. Oh, but with the DRS here, it could be possible, and it very much so is looking likely. As Flex Marcel gets the fastest lap of the race, 11.2, and he passes Jack for P5. So here we go, Button on Racing Maestro for P11 into turn 1. Side by side, once again, a little bit of a touch. They're still side by side. And Maestro gets past. But also gets a penalty for cutting the corner a little bit. As back up here for battle for P2. A little bit of a tap between Legend and Shay T. And now with the DRS, plus a little bit of slipstream, plus already being faster anyway, probably less downforce. Legend's gonna pass Shay T quite easily. Shay T does look for a move back, but then dives into the pits. Yeah, a much older tires on the Ferrari as well, so quite easy for Legend to make that move. As Phoenix has pit and is in the lead by 4.6 seconds now on fresh for mediums. So it's looking very good for him at the moment. Ooh, as he almost brushes the wall there. Shay T's coming out of the pits just as Gamis is coming by. Ooh, a little bit wide there by Maestro. As Bazooka Joe versus Big Slater here. Ooh, as Jay has retired from the session after hitting into the wall of champions. And we have a VSC. As Black Phoenix sets the fastest lap with an 11.0. So VSC. Yeah, he's hit right into the wall there. Really unfortunate. He just got lapped by his teammate, and then he unfortunately DNF'd. Big Slater pitting, and the virtual safety car is in. So Slater, thinking that a pit stop would, or well, fresher tires, well, obviously would benefit him to the point where he could gain a lot of positions. As it does appear that there are clouds rolling in now over the circuit, so I wonder if rain is coming. Here we go, Flex Marcel on Anton. Over 15 miles an hour of difference. And Flex Marcel gets past. Oh, as Maestro and Button get very close. And now Jack and Anton side by side into the hairpin. Anton keeps in front, but now with DRS, Jack is going to be able to pass pretty easily, it appears. Maestro gets a penalty for multiple warnings, and Jack is passed. And now Jizzy on Bazooka Joe, as seen from Shay T's point of view. And Jizzy is passed. Now Bazooka Joe is, or Shay T's looking to overtake Bazooka Joe, and does do that as well. As Shay T has a penalty. Now I wonder if Shay T's tires are going to be able to last to the end. I don't think so. About 14 laps it'll be by the end. I don't think softs can go that long. Only mediums can really go that long. Mediums are hards. As here we go, Shay T on Jizzy for P6. As Black Phoenix has extended his lead up front to 6.5 seconds. And Shay T's passed. I don't think Jizzy fought that one too much. as Button has a penalty. Just is a penalty for multiple warnings. There, a little cut over the curb there. And now he's really close to Shea. But he's not pushing with the ERS as Shea is. But he has a lot more ERS to spare than the Ferrari. So possibly saving that until the end of the race. And I don't think Shayti's going to be able to get to the end of the race anyway on those softs. So all you have to do is just stay behind him, and Shayti will have to pit eventually. As Maestro has a penalty. Black Phoenix's lead now up to 8.4 seconds. Yeah, he's gaining a lot of time, or pulling away by a lot. Ooh, little top of the wall there by Anton. No damage though, thankfully, as Anton sets the fastest lap with a 1:10.3 on the softs, so very quick. And we have another VSC as Racing Maestro has retired from the session. On the main straight, it appears. All three DNFs have been on that main straight. So another VSC. So let's see what Black Phoenix does. I would probably stay out. Yep. Yeah, he stays out. And safety car is in. And we are going again. 9.1 seconds the gap from the leader to Legend is. Or was. Now it's 8.5. But Gamma's getting ever closer to Bazooka Joe for P7. Gamma's right on the back of Bazooka now, and Anton on the softs, closing in pretty quickly as well. I believe Anton's tires will last to the end, but I'm not sure about Shay's. We will have to wait and see. Here we go, Gamma's on Bazooka. They almost touch into the chicane. Anton's trying to go around the outside of Bazooka Joe there after Bazooka makes a mistake. Almost hit the wall. But he incredibly gets past. Definitely the overtake of the race there. That was very opportunistic and very well done by Anton. Now he chases down Gamez. as Big Slater has DNF'd from the session at turn 4, and we have another VSC. So this should be the final safety car period of any sort of the race. Just 4 laps to go, including this lap. So I don't believe the rain, or if there is rain, I don't believe it will come in time for anything to happen. In fact, it's looking a little bit sunnier now, so I don't believe it will arrive at all. But yeah. As Anton gets a penalty. And here we go. SC should be ending soon. And there we go. Back to green. So now let's see if Anton can chase down Gamez. Anton's tires still have a lot of life in them. Oh, a little bit of a tap there. And here we go, Anton on Gamez around the outside of the chicane. It's not going to work. Anton has to cut the corner. Ooh, and Gamez hits the wall there. And now I believe Gamez, no he doesn't. No damage to Gamez. As Jizzy gets past Shay T. Right, so at this point, I think the race most likely will end. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say anything. Anton's getting pretty close to Shay here. I was gonna say the race should end as is here, with just 2 laps to go, but I don't think so. Anton could have a chance at Shay, as Shay's tires are definitely going off now. 11 lap old softs, probably at least 50% tire wear. Ooh, Anton with a very huge lunge there at Shay T. That was, oh my goodness. That was a crazy move. No damage, only slight contact actually between the two. But yeah, what a move that was. That was crazy. As now I believe Gamez is getting pretty close to Shay T as well. Yeah, Shay T's tires are completely going off. And 13 lap old mediums are still okay, I think. I mean, Legend is taking his 18 laps by the end. As Black Phoenix is on the final lap of the race. But yeah, what a move by Anton, and that really scared me for a second. Wasn't sure if it was lag or what was going on. But Anton is passed up into P6, past Shay T. And here comes Black Phoenix 1, 3, 6, 7 around the chicane for the final time. Up to the line. He's weaving, and there we go. Black Phoenix has won Canada, the Canadian Grand Prix for Season 4 of Rising Phoenix Racing League. So round 6 of Season 4. Legend P2, Marcel P3, finishing off the podium. Jack will be P4. No, Jack will be P3, as Marcel has penalties. So it's Jack finishing the podium off, Marcel in P4. Jizzy should be in P5, I think? Yeah, Jizzy P5. Anton P6. Gamez P7. Shayti P6. Anton P7. Gamez P8. Bazooka Joe P7. Anton P8. Gamez P9. Or, yeah, Gamez P9. And I forgot who 10th was. I didn't see. I believe Bun? But yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Alright, so Black Phoenix and Legend, the only finishers with no penalties. We had 4 DNFs, including Big Slater, I believe. No, never mind. Wait, Big Slater left right after he didn't DNF at the end. Let's see. Oh, Slater actually got. Yeah, Slater lap 30 DNF'd. Maestro on lap 28. Jay on 22, and Prentice on lap 3. But yeah, so yeah, the winning strategy was definitely soft, medium, medium, provided you had no damage. And yeah, congrats to everybody, and Black Phoenix on the win. Alright, so that is it for the coverage of the race. We will see you. Well, thank you for watching and listening, of course. And from everyone here at Rising Phoenix, thank you for watching and listening, and we will see you in 6 days' time for round 7. So, bye-bye.